Again, welcome to PUC second students for this online NEET, JEE and KCET classes. Today we are going to discuss one more new topic, that is magnetism matter, along with electromagnetic wave chapter. Let us begin with what it's a synopsis. So already we have discussed the moving charges and magnetism chapter. The next chapter comes to what? Magnetism and matter. In the introduction part, again, the magnet attracts the small pieces like iron, steel, nickel, cobalt, etc. The rest of the south and north direction when it is suspended freely, and the phenomena of attraction, the small bits to the iron towards, and that is called magnetism. The iron ore showing the property of a magnet, and we come across with this bar magnet, and bar magnet having the two poles, one north and another is what? South, and it is having the pole strength, one is north pole and is what? South pole. Based upon the pole, it will be separated by distance, that is called what? 2L, and the product of pole strength and that 2L, which gives me what? A magnetic moment, and magnetic moment formula is here mentioned. M is equals to Qm into 2L. In the modern theory of magnetism, the concept of poles is not used. Now what we studied, the Coulomb's law for the force of attraction between the two charges in electric field chapter. Like that, here also the force of attraction and repulsion between the magnetic poles equation is given here. Similarly, the force is directly proportional to the two poles and inversely proportional to square of the distance. Hence, we can write that proportionality equalizing, we can get a mathematical equation, that is F equals to mu naught upon 4 pi Qm1 Qm2 upon R square. Here Qm stands to magnetic poles. What is mu naught? This is very important. The mu naught is called absolute permeability for free space or in vacuum, and whose value is given by 4 pi into 10 the power of minus Weber per ampere per meter. This one you have to remember. And the pole strength is the whose SI is ampere meter. After the discussion of bar magnet, magnetic dipole moment, move on to magnetic field lines. Again, magnetic field lines are what? Again, these are imaginary lines. The magnetic field in the space around bit magnet or space around the conductor carrying current, magnetic fields are used to represent the magnet around the magnet. Here we are going to discuss some important properties of magnetic field lines. As you know, magnetic field lines are of a magnet or solenoid. They are continuous closed loops, and the tangent to the field line given point represent the magnetic field, and the number of magnetic field lines are crossing that unit area around that point which is perpendicular to the magnetic field represent the B, and the magnetic field lines do not intersect each other. This one you know. This is the typical diagram about what magnetic field lines for a bar magnet, where it is going to originate at north pole and terminates at south pole. Next one is magnetic dipole. A magnetic dipole consists of a pair. Di means it is two, it's a pair of magnetic poles of equal and opposite strength and separated by a small distance. And example is magnetic needle, bar magnet, and current carrying solenoid. Like that, atom is also considered to be like a dipole. Now here it is diagram is given. This is the north pole and this is the south pole, where it is this line is called magnetic equator and this line is called magnetic axis. Here the two poles distance is called magnetic length and that bar magnet length is called what? Geometric length. And magnetic dipole moment equation is given by m into qm into 2l, whose SI is ampere meter square. Rest of the things just read out. After this one, bar magnet as is equivalent to solenoid. We are deriving a mathematical equation. Finally, we are going to arrive this equation. B equals to mu naught 4 pi 2 pi NIA square I divided by R cube. So here each one belongs to what? Represent their different units. And this one only we are writing in terms of what? Number of turns will be more. During that time, its expression will be rearranging the, you are going to get P equals to mu naught upon 4 pi 2m upon R cube. Similarly, the torque on a magnetic dipole, torque equals to m cross B bar is given. The next one is the determination of magnitude of magnetic field B using compass needle, whose expression is given for a motion of a SHM. T equals to 2 pi square root of theta t square theta upon dt square, or you remember this equation, that is 2 pi square root of I upon mb. Move on to next one. Potential energy of a magnetic dipole is given by U equals to W minus mb into cos theta, and in vector form it is given by minus m into b, and this is a dot product. The next one is to what? Gauss law of magnetism. In Gauss law of magnetism, it tells that Gauss law of magnetism states that the net magnetic flux through any closed surface is always equals to 0, and whose expression is given by closed integral b into what? ds. Earth magnetism. It is also a branch of physics. It deals with the study of earth magnetism and known as geomagnetism, or is also called terrestrial magnetism. There are three important things are coming in the discussion of earth magnetism about the earth magnetic field. First one is magnetic declination, magnetic inclination, or it is also called dip. Third one is horizontal component of the earth magnetic field. We just define here magnetic declination, magnetic dip, and horizontal magnetic field definitions. In synopsis it is also given, just go through. Next one is the relation between elements of the earth magnetic field, that is magnetic field for vertical to the magnetic field for horizontal given by tan delta. Here some important definitions I have just listed out. I am just highlighting those only. The magnetization and magnetic intensity. First one is magnetic flux. The symbol will be given by what? Pi. Magnetic flux density, that is given by B equals to pi upon A. Magnetization, that is M equals to M net upon V. Magnetic permeability, mu equals to B by H. Relative magnetic permeability, that is mu r equals to mu upon mu naught. Magnetic susceptibility, that is this is the symbol of magnetic susceptibility, M upon H. Relation between magnetic permeability and magnetic susceptibility is given by mu r equals to 1 plus chi m. You just remind you just go through all these equations. These equations are very important in the helping the solving the problems. Curie law. The Curie law, what it tells, it is the susceptibility of the paramagnetic material is inversely proportional to the absolute temperature, and X equals to C by T. Next, Curie temperature. It is the temperature at which the ferromagnetic material becomes what? A paramagnetic material. Next one is, we are going to discuss the next one, what is para, ferro and dia. This is the explanation about what a Curie-Weiss law. Just go through the expression. And here magnetic properties of materials are depend upon behavior, the extramagnetic fields. It will be classified into three types: diamagnetic materials, para and ferro. We made a table. It gives the idea about the comparison between the para, dia and ferro magnetic. Here diamagnetic material list is given. It is weakly repelled. In para it is weakly attracted, and ferro it is strongly attracted. When it is placed in magnetic field, it is weakly magnetized in a direction opposite to the applied field. In paramagnetic material, when it is placed, the magnetic field it is weakly magnetized in the direction of the applied field. Ferro, which is moves from strongly magnetized direction of the applied field. Here the relative permeability is 1. Here slightly less than 1. It is around how much? 8000. When it is placed in magnetic field or magnetic flux density or inside material, it is less than the air. Similarly, it is comparison given. Just go through. Here susceptibility is small. Here it is positive. It is small and negative. First one in dia. In para, small and positive, and in ferro it is very large and positive. Just go through all the 7. We made a comparison between the dia, ferro and paramagnetic materials. Next one comes to discussion about what a hysteresis. It is a process of what a continuous cycle where the magnetic induction left behind the sample after the magnetizing field has been removed, and that is called what a retentivity. Similarly, the value of reverse magnetizing field intensity H required for the residual magnetism sample becomes 0. That is called what a coercivity. Then the phenomena of the lacking the magnetic induction behind the magnetizing field is called what a hysteresis. By using this hysteresis, okay, we will be using a different applications. Permanent magnets and electromagnets. The permanent magnets, the substance which are retain their ferromagnetic material properties for a long time at room temperature, and those are called permanent. For those having high permeability, high coercivity, high retentive should be there. Similarly, electromagnets. Here ferromagnetic material placed inside a current carrying solenoid acts as an electromagnet. The soft iron rod which is placed in a current carrying solenoid, it behaves as a electromagnet, and these having should high permeability, low coercivity and low retentivity. Here particularly you are using soft irons to make electromagnets. So this is all about what magnetism and matter chapter. Move on to one more small unit, that is electromagnetic waves. The word itself only tells that it is a combination of electric and magnetic field, and these two are what are always perpendicular to each other, propagates in the medium. Its diagram will be represented here. The expression of the speed of light in terms of absolute permeability, absolute permittivity is given here. Here we mention the some characteristics of the electromagnetic waves. Just go through these synapses, students. Now we are making here the electromagnetic spectrum. These electromagnetic spectrums are classified into how many types? 7 types. How they are classified in 7 types? According to their wavelength and frequency. Depend upon the wavelength and frequency, they are classified into 7 types. Begin with what? Radio waves. Here it is application is given. It will be utilizing in radio and radio astronomy. The second one is microwaves, which is used in radar system for aircraft and microwavens. IR rays, which is used in remote control and greenhouse to keep the plants warm. Visible ray, it is provide the information about the world and it can cause quite a chemical reactions. Ultraviolet rays, it is used for what? Food preservation, and it can be used for what? To study the invisible writings, forged documents and fingerprints in the study of molecular structure. Similarly, the sixth one, X-ray. X-ray is also used to what? To study the radiotherapy, to detective department like explosive diamonds, and it is used in medical diagnosis. The final last one is gamma rays, which is used in a nuclear reaction particularly, and it is used to what? Provide the foodstuff for long time to kill the microorganism. Like that, we made a table here. In this following diagram, we mention the frequency and wavelength range, and this table we given the wavelength range according to their frequency and wavelength, and which is in this table the gamma having the lowest in wavelength and radio having the what? Highest in wavelength. So this table gives the about idea about what wavelength range of all those 7 electromagnetic wave spectrum. So begin with the classwork of the chapter magnetism and matter and electromagnetic waves. First question: the magnetic susceptibility of paramagnetic material at minus 73 degree, it is given by 0.0075. its value at minus 173 degree will be is how much? So they are telling about what? Magnetic susceptibility. They given the susceptibility way and temperature. So this is problem is based upon Curie law. The Curie law tells that susceptibility is inversely proportional to temperature. Now make a relation by using this one: 1 divided by 2, that is T2 upon T1. Here temperature is 73 degrees Celsius is there. Make it convert into what? Kelvin. So adding by 273, that temperature T1 becomes how much Kelvin? 200 Kelvin. Similarly, second one, minus 173 degrees Celsius, which is converted into Kelvin, adding by 273, it becomes what? 100 Kelvin. Substitute. The T2 is how much here? 100. T1 is 200, and they mention the first one susceptibility is how much it is? 0.075. second one is you have to calculate. Finally, the second susceptibility, solving this one, how much you got answer? 2 into 0075. Final answer is 0.0075. So this is which answer is coming? 0.00. After multiplying this one, 0.0015. Option D. Okay, shall I move to next question? Everyone. Next question. If there is no torsion in the suspension thread, then the time period of a magnet executing SHM. So this one you will discuss in the synopsis. The magnet which is executing SHM means SHM full form is simple harmonic motion, which is given by time period equation 1 upon 2 pi I divided by m into b. This is there in synopsis. This is a concept basic portion. Refer synopsis. Yes, option D. Yes, not this is option D. It is the option A. Good. Yes, students, option A. Question number 3. The core of electromagnets are made up of ferromagnetic materials, which has the core of electromagnets, they are made up of what? Ferromagnetic material. So they requires what kind of property? As we discussed in the synopsis, they should have high permeability and low retentivity. We discuss in this one in synopsis. So option, which one is correct? Option C is the correct answer. Mountainous question. Shall I move to next question? So next question, question number 4. The susceptibility of certain magnetic material is, how much it is? 400. Then what is the class of the magnetic material? Look at here, value is how much here? 400. 400 belongs to which magnetic material? You studied in this synopsis. Any idea? So answer is, the susceptibility of magnetic material is 400, which is belongs to ferromagnetic material. That is option A. Okay, move on to next question. A solenoid of inductance 2 Henry carries a current of 1 ampere. What is the magnetic energy stored in that solenoid? They are asking magnetic energy in that solenoid. From the given things, the magnetic energy can be given by what? L into I square. Substitute. Inductance is given 2, current is 1 square. So what is your answer? 1 joule. Option D. Okay, move on to next question. Question number 6. Above Curie temperature, what happens? Above Curie temperature, we discuss in the synopsis what happens during that time. Above the Curie temperature, the ferromagnetic substance, it becomes paramagnetic material. So option A. So move to next question. So question number 7. The nickel shows the ferromagnetic property at room temperature. If the temperature is increased, what happens? So according to the Curie law, the susceptibility is inversely proportional to temperature. If the temperature is increased beyond the Curie temperature, then it will be show. So as we discussed in the previous problem, above ferromagnetic becomes what? Paramagnetic. Here also what happens? The temperature increased beyond the Curie temperature, then it will show paramagnetic material. Answer is para. From Curie law, it will show paramagnetic property. Question number 8. The magnetic susceptibility is negative for. Susceptibility is negative. So we discuss in the synopsis. From the synopsis, we have discussed the comparison between the para, ferro, and dia. We will come this magnetic susceptibility negative property, and which is for diamagnetic material only. So move on to next question. A solenoid 50 centimeter length having 100 turns carries a current 2.5 ampere. The magnetic field at the center of the solenoid is. So this is a based upon problem on solenoid. We know that solenoid carrying current is given by mu naught equation into I. Here small n can be written by what? Number of turns per unit length, that is small n equals to capital N upon L. Substitution, mu naught is 4 pi into 10 to the power of minus 7. Number of turns is given, how many it is? 100. Current is 2.5 ampere. Length is given, how much it is? 50 centimeter, means convert this one into meter. So after solving this one, we are going to get the magnetic field around 6.28 into 10 to the power of minus 4 Tesla. Option B. Okay, shall I move to next question? Question number 10. An iron rod whose susceptibility is 599 is subjected to magnetizing the field around 1200 ampere per meter, the permeability of the material of the rod is how much? So we know that from the synopsis discussion, permeability can be given by 1 plus susceptibility into what? Absolute permeability. Here the permeability mentioned, it is 599. So susceptibility is mentioned 599. U naught can be taken by 10 raised to minus 6. After multiplying 600 into 4 pi into 10 to the power of minus 6, we are going to get answer 2.54 pi into 10 to the power of minus 4 Tesla meter per ampere. So which option is correct? Option B. Okay, move on to next question. Now question number 11. The hysteresis loops of two magnets of materials A and B are given below. This is A, this is B. These materials are used to make magnets for electric generators, transformers, core and electromagnetic core. Then it is proper to use for which one? Now I am going to discuss first one graph. From the first graph, by knowing this graph from hysteresis H versus D, okay, here which is showing high coercivity, which shows high coercivity will be utilized for making permanent magnets. That is graph A shows. Come to graph B. From graph B, hysteresis curve, it is using for electromagnets and transformer. So option B. B for which? Electromagnetic and transformers. Next question. Question number 12. The electromagnets are made of soft iron because soft iron is from the synopsis and it is a concept based. The soft irons are using because they are having the high permeability and low relativity. Next question number 13. A 250 turn rectangular coil, length 2.1, width is 1.25 centimeter, carries a current 85 milliampere and is subjected to magnetic field of strength 0.85 Tesla. Then the work done for rotating the coil 180 degree against the torque is. So this problem is on the chapter of moving charges, students. Moving charges and magnetism, and you already solved this one. You are going to get answer 9.1 millijoule. Okay, this one is worked in the previous class. Just go through that solution. Okay, move on to next question number 14. A short magnetic moment, that is 0.4 joules per Tesla, is placed in uniform magnetic field of 0.16 Tesla. Then the magnet is in stable equilibrium when potential energy is. So already they mentioned m equals to 0.4 joules per Tesla and magnetic field is 0.16 Tesla. When the bar magnetic moment is placed in magnetic field, according to definition, the magnetic moment is given by mb into cos theta. Here for stable magnetic equilibrium for potential energy, theta is equals to 0 taken, and therefore our equation becomes 0.4, 0.16 and cos 0. Finally, after solving this one, you are going to get answer minus 0.064 joule. Option B. Move on to next question. A closely wound solenoid of 2000 tons, area cross section 1.5 10 the power of minus 4 meter square, carries a current 2 ampere. It is suspended through its center and perpendicular to its length, allowing to turn into horizontal plane in a uniform magnetic field. Find 10 the power of minus 2 Tesla, making an angle of 30 degree with the axis of solenoid. Then the torque on the solenoid will be is how much? So this is a problem based upon magnetic moment of the loop, it is m equals to Ni into E. Here number of turns is 2000 current is 2 ampere and area 1.5 into 10 the power of minus 4. Okay students, and answer is how much you got here, 0.06 joules per Tesla. And they are asking about torque equals to what, mb into sin theta. Here m is 0.6, b is 5 into 10 the power of minus 2, and sin theta 30, 1 by 2. After calculation this one, we are going to get 1.5 minus 2 Newton meter. Yes, option C. So next question. A bar magnet of magnetic moment is M is cut into two equal parts of equal length, then the magnetic moment of the each part will be. We know that the magnetic moment is equals to pole strength into its length. From this equation we come to know that it is m by 2, because it is cut along the two equal parts, then magnetic moment will be what, half of that 1, that is how much it is, 0.55 meter. Option D. Yes, answer. Next question. A magnetic susceptibility is negative 4. As you know, this question is repeated. Answer is option C, diamagnetic material. This is from synopsis, properties of the magnetic materials. In that one of the substance, that is diamagnetic material, which is having the negative susceptibility. Option C. Question number 18. If a diamagnetic substance is brought near north or south pole of a bar magnet, it is shows which of the property belongs to 4 option. First of all, it is a diamagnet. And diamagnet is always having the property of what, repelled by magnetic field, so that it is having the property of repelling magnetic field means it will be repel both north as well as what, south poles. Answer is yes. Yes, some students are given answer correct. It is repelled by both the poles. Next question. A diamagnetic material is in magnetic field. It moves from, again this is from the property of the diamagnetic material, which shows always it moves from stronger to the weaker parts of the field. This is the property of the diamagnet, which is discussed in the synopsis. Question number 10. For protecting sensitive equipment from external magnetic field, it should be so this is a concept based question. For this question, answer is, for protecting the sensitive equipment from the external magnetic field, it should be kept or placed inside a iron. Okay, students. The question number 21. The dimensions of electric field to the magnetic field are same as that of given 4 option. Which one is correct? So electric field can be given by what? Force per unit charge, and whose dimension formula? M A minus 1 L T minus 3. And about magnetic field, F I into L, that is M A minus 1 T minus 2. Now substitute these two in above equation, and after solving that one, we are going to get L T minus 1. L T minus 1 is belongs to which one dimension? L means meter, time means second, per second. Meter per second, whose dimension? Whose assigned it? S. Option B, that is velocity. Next question ಹೋಗ್ಲಿ. Everyone. So the next question is, which one is not an electromagnetic wave? So we have discussed the 7 electromagnetic wave spectrum. In that one, radio is there, X-rays is there, UV is there. These all belongs to electromagnetic wave spectrum. Which one is not there? Ultra sound waves. This is not belongs to electromagnetic wave. So option D. Next question. Which of the following is not a electromagnetic wave again? Gamma belongs to electromagnetic wave, beta belongs to electromagnetic wave, X-ray belongs to electromagnetic wave. All are electromagnetic waves. Only which one? Cosmic rays, which is not belongs to electromagnetic wave. The electromagnetic radiation for highest frequency. So in electromagnetic wave spectrum, we start with from radio, microwave, gamma, X-ray, UV, visible light, next IR next belongs to microwave and radio waves. If you move from radio to gamma, frequency will be more. From gamma to radio, wavelength will be more. They asking for highest frequency, gamma. Gamma is the highest frequency. Option B. D. Yes, students. Option D. The value of question number 25, the value of equal to the velocity of light that is given by C equals to 1 divided by mu naught into epsilon naught. So this is concept based, and you have to remember the speed light of the equation. The electromagnetic waves are transverse wave in nature. Is this evident is given by which phenomena? So we discuss in wave optics also that transverse in nature. This idea is given by the wave optics phenomena, that is polarization. Option A. Which of the following radiation has least wavelength? They are asking about what? Least wavelength. From the electromagnetic wave spectrum, we come to know that the gamma having the least wavelength and highest for radio waves. So question number 28. All the components of electromagnetic spectrum in vacuum, they should have same what? So they should have what? Frequency. Frequency will be same for all. Wavelength, velocity will be not remain same, energy also not remain same, but one thing is the frequency is always remains constant, and it is travels from one medium to another medium also. Shall I move to next question? in electric field and magnetic field of electromagnetic wave are. So in the discussion of electric field and magnetic field, and they propagates in the medium, both are perpendicular direction. Answer is in opposite phase. Perpendicular to each other. Final 30th question. Can you guess the answer? In electromagnetic spectrum, the visible region of wavelength range is how much? Guess the answer, students. This is for that electromagnetic wave spectrum for visible region. Which option is correct, students? Which option is correct? So answer is 400 nanometer to 750 nanometer. This is for visible region. It is there given in synopsis, the whole chart about what electromagnetic spectrum go through. So answer is B, 400 nanometer to 750 nanometer.